variety of reasons, and that exacerbated the national teacher shortage. We know there's a teacher shortage in Delaware. It's national. We're all fighting for teachers. So with COVID, you know, we had the world working remotely or being at home. Teachers worked remotely for a period of time. A lot of other educational folks had to go in, but then we had teachers who wanted to stay remote. They didn't want to be in the classroom. They didn't want to come back. We had substitutes, retired teachers who would sub for us, which understandably were fearful to come into the classroom to continue to sub. So that exacerbated the issue. We have fewer people going into education. I've attended probably 250 career fairs since I've been a personnel director. I've been at career fairs where we'd have 1,000 applicants. And in the last couple years, we may have 200. I was at a career fair in Baltimore. We had 2 applicants and we had 25 districts there. So there's a teacher shortage. Why is there a teacher shortage? So in universities, in colleges and universities, fewer people are going into education. We notice even in Delaware, the educational programs are getting streamlined. There's fewer majors that the colleges and universities choose to have for teachers. That's one of the biggest things. It's not cool to be a teacher. I had a school counselor say, you've got to make it cool for kids to want to be teachers. A lot of it, Beth talked about it, the discipline. That's one of the biggest reasons we see people leave, whether it's early retirement, whether they walk away from the profession, whether they go into the private industry. Negative press coverage on both sides. So you see the negative piece. Teachers are scared of getting sued. I do think with all the federal and state requirements, it's a lot easier to be sued. You know, teachers are, and districts in general. So that's a difficult situation. Parental support. I think sometimes that's an issue. I know when I was in school, a million years ago, if I got in trouble in school, which I rarely did, but if I did have a detention one time. When I got home, my mom knew it and I was in bigger trouble at home. And everybody, you know, knew that piece. I think that piece is lacking a little bit. Current teachers who are dissatisfied with their jobs talk negatively to their own children sometimes, and they're burned out. Teachers are burned out. So then fewer people are going into the profession. Since COVID, we've seen a huge uptick, and Beth talked about it, with the mental health issues. There's mental health issues with students and with our staff members. I think many people are struggling, so that teachers have to be okay to be able to teach children. So we've got that piece of it as well. And I think the non-instructional requirements, we do an exit survey and why do people leave? And a lot of times people say it slightly different ways. I want to teach. So they are required to have, and it's the nature of the world right now, you know, to be all these different roles for students. In Delaware specifically, certification requirements.